Greetings and salutations, you lovely degenerates, and welcome back to the Fuzzy Wallflower. I'm your host, Corey, and we're going to do something a little different. We're going to do some Tiki Mug unboxings. Not just one Tiki Mug, or two Tiki Mugs, but 3 Tiki Mugs. Yeah, so this first one we're going to start with was a belated birthday present I gave myself that I found. And by the time it came in the mail, a buddy of mine had brought me this one. And I was like, and about that same time, I had found this one and ordered it. And I was like, well, I might as well just hold off and just do one whole Tiki Mug unboxing at one time and make a vid out of it. And then I can give a little behind the scenes of what, you know, each of them have a little bit of a meaning or why I bought them. And I definitely have figured out that this Tiki Mug craze, the people getting into it, that I can see how they become an obsession with it. Especially now there's so many different styles. I definitely found I've gotten more of the horror-ish and a little bit of the Japanese aesthetic. You know, I got a few of those Benihana mugs and whatnot. And of course, the Lucky Cat mugs. And so, but I mean, there's geeky mugs, there's bird mugs, all kinds of interesting things if you just want to find a niche and stick with it. Before we get started on these, let's get a little something to wet our whistle. So yeah, I don't know if you can tell, I got my cat ice in there and it's in my spinning glass. We'll have a drunk cat in there. And I broke out the Smokehead Scotch. I bought it around Halloween time. It's very smoky. Yeah, I haven't had any since then. Figures it's a good opportunity to try some more. So let's unbox some Tikis. Tiki Mug unboxing number 1. Yeah, that's the correct way to say it. Yeah, this is what I bought for my birthday. It has a much more of a local Atlanta reference to it. That's why I bought it. But yeah, let's get it open. Ta-da! It is called the Hypnotizer. It's from the Vortex, or the Laughing Skull here in Atlanta. This is definitely an icon. If you're from Atlanta, you know this thing, or if you visited Little 5 Points, or if you're a comedian, you've been to the Laughing Skull Lounge. But the Vortex grill in the Little 5 Points, the whole entrance is is this skull that you can walk through. Cool thing is, I've already got one of their pint glasses to go with it, but I really thought it went well with my Misfits Tiki. They kind of work together. But yeah, that's my late birthday present. I like to say they have a special cocktail they made for this or not, and make something in the future. I don't know. All right, let's unbox number 2. We got Tiki Mug unboxing number 2. So let's free it from its cage, and then we'll get into the details. Here we go. Every year there's a Tiki convention called the Inuhele, and this year's Tiki Mug is a taiko drums. And yeah, Inuhele. I think I said it right. And if you're not totally familiar with what a taiko is, I'm sure you've seen these, but much bigger. Yeah, this is a actual life size. This is more decorative. Probably a decade ago, I took lessons. There was a local taiko troupe here in Atlanta. We learned to, you know, it was about 8-10 weeks, I think. Then we had a show for all our family and friends, and yeah, it was pretty cool. You know, I'm more of a guitar player, but here I get to play drums, and I still have my bakis, which I use for straws for here, which is a nice little touch. But yeah, so I haven't been able to go to the Tiki conventions because they have a 4-day pass, and it's a little out of my price range, and I wish they would do a day pass, because some of us introverts don't do well partying for 4 days. But it would be kind of cool to go to. Maybe 1 year I can get an invite if I can grow the channel by then. But nonetheless, one of my good buddies goes, and this year I told him, I was telling him I saw this with their annual mug, and I was like, dude, if it's not too expensive, pick me up one, and I'll pay you back, that sort of thing. And I never heard back from him, and he showed up on my birthday with the mug. So I think I still owe him a couple bucks on it, because these weren't cheap. They only did like a limited edition of 100. So yeah, these were, over the $150 price mark. Most of these mugs I'm getting are somewhere around the 50, 60 range. But yeah, some of these things I'm seeing them going for like $500. That's crazy. But yeah, this was fits into the Japanese aesthetic of some of the mugs I've been getting. Also, it's I kind of miss doing the taiko classes. I think they kind of disbanded during the bad times a few years ago. And I can't really afford a huge taiko on my own, because they're not cheap and they take up a lot of space. But yeah, I thought it was cool. I don't think I'd ever drink out of it. I mean, it's very awkward looking, but it'll look cool on the shelf. And yeah, it just that one kind of has a little more personal note to it. I think they all do. All right, let's go on to number 3. All right, on to number 3. This is kind of like the last one. This is something I never thought I would see a tiki mug of, but I'm kind of glad it exists. And here we go. It's an Aztec death whistle. Yeah, I started collecting Aztec death whistles probably 10 so years ago for something interesting when I was doing a lot of music production. And they've suddenly become popular. I know a lot of people have found out about them on Joe Rogan. They're pretty wild. But this one's similar to one that I bought not too long ago. So I've got some handmade ones, and these are the mass-produced ones, so to speak. Yeah, this is pretty similar. If you're not familiar with an Aztec death whistle, they're the TLDR is the Aztecs made these whistles that sounded like demons screaming, and in the middle of the night, in the middle of fighting their adversaries, they would blow these whistles, and you hear thousands of these sounds coming through the woods, and it would probably just freak you out. I haven't blown this one, so I'm curious to see which one this one sounds like. Hold your ears. I just freaked the cat out. So yeah, this is one of those times when I found a few mugs on eBay that I like. Atlanta, there's not a lot of places to shop for tiki mugs like you would if you're in California. But I was finding these for like $60 on eBay, and I thought, well, I'll just do a cursory Google search, and I found the actual restaurant that I guess they had these made for one of their specialty cocktails. It's kind of interesting because the restaurant is called Gato Exotico, but I actually bought it from their sister tiki bar called Wusong Tiki Bar. But yeah, they were wanting like $60 on eBay, and I bought this one for $30 off straight from the store. They may have these made for margaritas, but not quite big enough, I guess, for their margaritas. So they actually made an Aztec death whistle cocktail, and yeah, I'll come back and we're going to try that cocktail at some point, because I think it'll be cool. It's got some ingredients I haven't tried before. But yeah, it was pretty cool. So yeah, their collab was with Dynasty Mugs, and the artist is Bill Stahl of Funky Mugs. Yep, and so yeah, that was pretty cool. Figured I got whistles, might as well give me something to drink out of. But yeah, man, that's I definitely have a thing for skulls. I mean, I guess we all own one, right? And now my friends are my 3 new Tiki mugs. Exciting times, I know. Yeah, it's pretty fun. Something new to, you know, go after and look for. There's a website called thesearchfortiki.com, and you can see all kinds of mugs. I guess they're documenting so many of them. Well, in the meantime, make sure I write it up. You know what to do. Cheers.